What you're about to see is a sitting U.S. senator exposing secret meetings, foreign billionaires, and a Biden cabinet secretary who admits on camera she's not even in charge of her own department.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Holland, do you know the group called the Wilderness Society?
I've heard of it, yes.
And what, to your knowledge, what is this group?
It sounds like the name is explanatory.
Well, let me help you a little bit. It's a left-wing environmentalist pressure group. Do you know who funds them?
I do not.
Well, I can help you with that, too. It's funded in large part by a foreign billionaire, Hans-Georg Weiss, who has routed his money through all manner of dark money groups, including the Arabella Network. Hans-Georg Weiss was investigated by the FEC for illegal campaign contributions because he's not a United States citizen. He sits on the governing council of this dark money environmentalist group. Has anybody in leadership at your department met with them, the Wilderness Society?
Senator, I do not know this individual, and
Has anybody in leadership at your department met with the Wilderness Society?
Well, I'm sure we've met with a lot of groups and organizations in the work that we do, and we're discussing the environment.
So does that mean you don't know, or you're not going to answer my
I
question?
don't have a full list of everyone that everyone has met with. But
well, I can help you with that as well. The answer is yes. Your leadership has met with the Wilderness Society. They met with the Wilderness Society when that group was a plaintiff suing the Department of the Interior with an adverse lawsuit against you, and they met with them off the books. I've got the emails. In July of 2021, after you had come to office, members of the Wilderness Society, when they're suing the department, write to your top deputy and ask for a meeting to keep it off of his calendar. Here it is, July 14th, 2021. Can we set up a meeting with these folks? July 19th, 2021, they propose how they might calibrate this so it doesn't look like they're violating any of the rules of the court. And remarkably, it stays completely off of everybody's calendars. We only know about it because FOIA requests were filed. And then after they have these off-the-books meetings, their request is to cancel the mineral leasing rights in Minnesota in the Superior National Forest. This is a critical minerals mine. The society wants the mine shut down. After they meet off the books with your leadership, you do it. A few months later, you do it. You cancel the leases, and then you withdraw 225,000 acres of critical mining from production and leasing shortly after that. Is it common practice at your department to meet with dark money groups off the books and conceal it from the public?
Senator, thank you for the question. And of course, I can't answer to, if you're referring to our former deputy secretary, he's no longer at the department.
Who worked for you?
He worked for the president. He was appointed by the president.
He's your deputy secretary. Are you the secretary of the Department of Interior? I thought that's why you were here.
Yes.
Are you the secretary? Don't look at her, look at me.
Yes.
Are you the secretary?
I am.
Do these people who are sitting here today answering most of your questions, do they work for you?
They work.
Do they report for you? You're not in charge?
They work with me.
They work with you. So you're not in charge of the department. Oh my gosh, I thought you were in charge. I thought that's why you were here.
We work as a team.
Oh, okay. So who's in charge then?
I provide the vision, I provide the overall direction,
But you're not in charge.
Our mission.
Do you take responsibility for what happens at the Department of the Interior?
I take responsibility.
Do you take full responsibility for what happens at the Department of the Interior? Good. Then why are your leadership meeting with dark money groups and concealing it from the public? Why are they doing it off the books? How many times has this happened?
Senator, this is the first I'm hearing of this. My deputy secretary is no longer there. And I can't answer to what he did when he was there.
What did they get out of it, do you suppose? What do you suppose Hans-Georg Weiss got out of you canceling the leases after they asked you to?
I don't know who.
In an off-the-books meeting.
I don't know who this individual
is. Oh, sure. I mean, you don't know. You're not in charge. You're not responsible. We have a corruption problem in this government, Madam Secretary. And frankly, we have a corruption problem in your department.
We don't.
We've got we certainly do. We have foreign billionaires who are funding dark money groups coming to meet with your leadership, concealing it from the public while they are filing lawsuits adverse to the department, doing it without the court's knowledge, doing it, you say, without your knowledge, and then getting exactly what they want. Now, I don't know how much money he made off of it. I'm sure it was a lot. I know how he made his money. He made his money by poisoning people. Hans-Georg Weiss, here's what his company did. In 2009, Synthes USA, with Weiss at its head, was charged by Philadelphia's U.S. attorney with running an illegal clinical trial on humans. They injected them with a cement that turns to bone inside the human skeleton. That's the guy who's funding this group, who's pressuring your department, and you're meeting with them off the books and giving them exactly what they want.
I did not meet with him. You're implying that I met with him.
I'm just trying to figure out who's in charge of the Interior Department. You said it isn't you. It sounds to me like it's the billionaires. It sounds to me like it's the dark money billionaires who are calling the shots at the Department of the Interior. And all I have to say to you, Madam Secretary, is that is a travesty. It is a travesty. The American people should be in charge, not the foreign billionaires. And the fact that you've let them run rampant is outrageous. It's outrageous. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What you are about to witness is not just another heated exchange on Capitol Hill. It is a full-scale exposure of how Washington really works under the Biden administration, where unelected foreign billionaires appear to have more influence than the American people, and where cabinet secretaries struggle to explain who is actually running their own departments. Senator Josh Hawley did not walk into this hearing looking for sound bites. He walked in with receipts, timelines, emails, and a simple question that completely unraveled the Department of the Interior. Who is really in charge? Hawley began by naming the Wilderness Society, a left-wing environmental pressure group with deep ties to dark money networks. And almost immediately, Secretary Deb Haaland showed the problem. She had heard of the group, but could not explain who funds them. That is when Hawley dropped the first bombshell. This organization is heavily funded by a foreign billionaire who routed money through opaque, dark money pipelines and was previously investigated for illegal campaign contributions because he is not a U.S. citizen. That alone should alarm every American. But it got worse. Hawley then asked a question that should have had a clear, immediate answer. Has leadership at the Department of the Interior met with this group? Haaland hesitated. She deflected. She said she did not have a list. And that hesitation opened the door for Hawley to do what he does best: expose the truth. Because according to documented emails obtained through FOIA requests, senior Interior Department officials met with the Wilderness Society while that very same group was actively suing the department. Not only did they meet, they deliberately kept the meetings off the books. No calendars, no disclosures, no transparency. And why does that matter? Because shortly after those secret meetings, the Biden administration canceled mineral leases in Minnesota, blocked a major mining project, and withdrew more than 225,000 acres from future mineral development. Exactly what the Wilderness Society wanted. Exactly what foreign-funded activists demanded. This was not coincidence. This was influence. When Hawley pressed further, Haaland attempted to distance herself from responsibility, claiming that the deputy secretary involved no longer works there. That is when the exchange turned nuclear. Hawley asked the most basic leadership question imaginable: are you in charge of your department? Her answer was stunning. She claimed leadership was a team effort. She said she provides vision, not control. And in that moment, the mask came off. Because if the Secretary of the Interior is not responsible for her own department's actions, then who is? Josh Hawley said it plainly. If it's not you, then it looks like the billionaires are in charge. And that is the real scandal. Foreign money, dark networks, lawsuits filed against the government, secret meetings concealed from the public, policy decisions made immediately afterward, and no accountability. Hawley didn't stop there. He exposed the background of the billionaire behind the funding, someone whose company was previously charged in an illegal human clinical trial involving dangerous substances injected into people without proper authorization. That is the type of individual influencing U.S. environmental policy behind closed doors, and the American people were never supposed to know. This wasn't just a grilling, it was an indictment of how corrupted Washington has become, a system where radical activists with foreign backing get private access, while citizens, workers, and communities affected by these decisions are locked out. Josh Hawley closed with the truth that Democrats do not want aired on television. This administration does not answer to voters. It answers to donors, to activists, to dark money interests operating in the shadows. And the most damning moment of all wasn't Hawley's accusation, it was Haaland's inability to deny it. No documents disputed, no meetings refuted, no explanation offered, just silence, deflection, and confusion. That is not leadership. That is surrender. And if this is how one department operates, Americans have every reason to ask how many others are doing the same thing. Because in a constitutional republic, the people are supposed to be in charge, not foreign billionaires hiding behind environmental slogans.